Tonight's Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Daniel Cormier coming up on 39. Volkan Oezdemir is 28. Oezdemir, the taller man by several inches. Both fighters making the championship weight of 205 pounds. Volkan Oezdemir will have a 2.5-inch reach advantage. And now to get us the introductions for this co-main event, here is Bruce Bowe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Sally Amato, Dave Torelli, and Nick Mahood. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Kevin McDonald. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 15 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Freiburg, Switzerland, presenting the number 2 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world, the challenger, Volkan, no time, And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 19 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, presenting the former Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix champion and the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, Daniel DC Cormier.
All right, guys, this is 5 rounds for the Light Heavyweight Championship. We went over the rules in the back. I want a good, clean fight. Any questions? Any questions? If you want touch gloves now, come out swinging.
Probably not the time for questions. We want answers. We will get them here shortly. Volkan Oezdemir with his first UFC title shot tonight. He is the plus 260 underdog against that man, the minus 340 favorite, the defending champion, Daniel Cormier.
You ready to fight? Well, let's go.
Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Oezdemir in white, Cormier in the black with gold trim.
Oezdemir's throwing haymakers right away. Oh, he caught him with the left. Stiff jab by Oezdemir.
He's so long, it's really a problem right now. He's ducking to his right, so he needs to watch the right high kick, excuse me. Left high kick.
Attacked him again with the left.
Henry Hooft and Greg Jones have tried twice to beat Daniel Cormier with Anthony Rumble Johnson. Perhaps they can get it done with Oezdemir tonight.
Watch the left hook. DC's leaning to the right real hard. So the right high kick and the left hook will be there. Oezdemir's making reads right now, coming hard. He always comes very hard early.
And that's the same habit that led him into that John Jones left high kick in his last fight.
Exactly. That one.
Oezdemir is very strong. Exactly. Very strong in the clinch.
And I think that's what we see here in this matchup right off the bat. He always comes very, very hard early. DC will do good to go to a single leg soon. Get that high crotch, move it, use that to get behind him.
Well, Cormier's striking's always been underrated because of his wrestling acumen. But no secret to what he was going to try to do here tonight, at least we thought coming in.
The pummeling is going to be the big difference if DC can get inside. He's going to force Oezdemir to pummel with him. But Oezdemir's doing a good job just hitting him, so he can't get a hold of him. There you go, and now he fakes the shot, tries to duck under on the left side, doesn't quite get it, going to the clinch, forcing the clinch here.
Right hand over the top by Oezdemir. DC constantly putting the pressure on him.
He's creating dirty boxing situations so Oezdemir can be slick and use his technique from the outside.
Quick So far, DC's absorbed all the big shots.
He does a good job staying out of the real harsh power of it. He stays right at the end to where he's crowding the punches by pummeling. So it makes it a little less power for him from Oezdemir. I like that DC keeps tying him up, though. You've got to do that to keep Oezdemir guessing. Even if you don't get the takedown, he just needs to threaten it. Don't like the reaching of DC, though. He keeps reaching for the punches of Oezdemir, and that allows Oezdemir to follow with a kick if he wants. See how he's reaching for the hands? That's a problem if Oezdemir can make reads.
2 minutes to go here in round one of a possible 5.
The real question is going to be, what does Oezdemir look like in the 3rd round, in the 4th round, and in the 5th, if he can get there? He seems to have slowed himself down, realizing he's not going to get DC out of there real quick.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But what kind of a pace have they trained for?
Loaded up on that left hand, DC able to avoid it.
It's a very high pace Oezdemir's keeping right now, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And then DC's pressure, he says keeping him on the heel. That goes back to the running backwards thing you were talking about earlier, Joe. How long can he keep that running back?
Oh, DC just stung him with that right hand.
Got him.
And again, in the jab.
Oh, with that hook. He's hurt.
DC's moving in, big right hand.
DC gotta watch out. This is where Oezdemir's dangerous.
Oh!
Be careful, take your time if you're DC here. Over the body, set up the big shots. Oezdemir's got his back against the wall.
And that right eye, problematic for Volkan Oezdemir. You see him trying to blink it out.
And now the pummel. This is where DC can wear down Oezdemir in that pummel.
Yeah, Oezdemir already checking his right eye.
DC's pressure's heavy right now, and that's exhausting.
Big right hand by DC.
Got it. There's that single leg. He's going to dump and go to a lift here. He's going to go to the dump and then the lift. Dump and then the lift. Back and forth. Good defense so far, pushing the head down by Oezdemir. That's what you got to do. Keep the head pushed down, and he gets it. Forcing big guys to balance is the worst thing you could do.
10 seconds.
Cormier pounding on Oezdemir here late in the 1st round.
He's got the neck. He's got his neck.
Got it. It's in. It's in.
Oh, saved by the buzzer. That's a big round for the champion.
Huge round.
Breathe, stand up. Hey, listen good, nothing is there. Listen, you need to recover, but listen, don't be sloppy with your punch, Volkan. If he puts the pressure on you and you're in the pocket, follow with your left hand. Hey, breathe. I don't want you to lose your ground. He's just going to move forward and just put you on your back heels. You don't need to do that. Put your punch a little shorter together. Hey, yes? 1, 2, 3. You have that front kick in his stomach. Look, he's now going to march forward. He feels that you probably don't like this. But listen.
There's a big right hand from Daniel Cormier.
Let's go, gentlemen. Seconds
Big
out,
left
please.
hook.
Corners out.
And then here's the end, smashing him down on the ground, gets under the neck, has the choke. This fight is over if there's 10 more seconds.
Right.
Round 2, fellas.
And now we get another round.
So it is bite down on the mouthpiece time for Volkan Oezdemir. We'll see if he can get off to a good start here in round 2, but you got to think the champion is confident on the strength of what happened at the end of round 1.
Still got to be patient here. Right now at the beginning of the round is when Oezdemir is the most dangerous. Back to the single leg, and they'll make Oezdemir balance.
Beautiful trip. DC's all
Straight to
over,
mouth.
full mount.
And he knows he can out-grapple him now after feeling that choke, so you're going to see DC just stay on the grappling and just look to grind him out from the top position here in the ground and pound. He's not going to let Oezdemir back up.
Not much resistance from Oezdemir. It's a case of pick your poison. You want to get grounded and pounded or give up your back.
It's crazy that we're saying this just into the second round, but the overwhelming domination on the ground by DC. I mean, you can just see how strong he is. People don't realize how good a wrestler he is, and sometimes they underestimate him until they're in there with him.
Well, not just that, but he's using specific techniques with his wrestling. He's not shooting double legs, he's shooting single legs on a guy, on a big, large man, making him balance. Gets to the mount, goes to the crucifix. He's got the arm. He's trapping the back arm with his legs, and now Oezdemir is just getting softly beaten. And all this does is set up the inevitable, which is the finish that DC wants. But he's taking his time. There's no rush here. He's in a dominant position, and this hurts for Oezdemir.
Yeah, Oezdemir is getting his energy sapped out. He's getting beaten up. The fight's dangerously close to being stopped, just like this.
It's pretty much there.
Warning from the referee, Kevin McDonald, for Oezdemir to get out of there.
But he can't. I mean, he's really...
And that is it. Daniel Cormier defends in style tonight.
Overwhelming, dominant performance by Daniel Cormier. And he proved exactly what he said leading into this fight. There are levels to this thing, and Volkan Oezdemir is not on my level. He was right.
And that just shows where the 205 division is. It's DC's. There's not a lot of people. I mean, this was the top man in the division right now to face DC.
Well, I think right now the top contender is Alexander Gustafsson.
Yes.
Alexander Gustafsson's spectacular performance against Glover Teixeira, in my mind, set him up. But he went under surgery, so he's recovering from that. But in my mind, he was the more skillful, more well-rounded, and more experienced guy. And barring whatever happens with John Jones, I believe he'll probably be next.
Alexander Gustafsson's one of my favorites to watch, and a teammate, so trust me, I'm not going to be sad about that if it happens.
Phenomenal fighter.
Let's take a look back at what Daniel Cormier was able to accomplish here tonight. This fight replay is brought to you by Wish, the secret to affordable shopping.
And what we see here is DC drags him in, shoots a double, transitions to a duck under, and then transitions to a high crotch with his head on the outside, which forces Oezdemir to balance, which is not fun for a big, tall guy. Then he goes straight to mount, to the crucifix position, and pounds him out. Beautiful finish by DC, showing the champion that he is, showing how high level and skilled he is at 205 pounds.
And everything DC said leading up to this fight was, I am just going to smash this guy. And that is exactly what he did here tonight. The UFC Light Heavyweight Championship still goes through San Jose, California. Cormier proving without a shadow of a doubt that there are indeed levels to this game, and DC was on another one here tonight. Nice moment for him there with Rose Sanchez. Huge win for Team Cormier and AKA here tonight. The official decision brought to you by Metro PCS, who brings you closer than ever to the UFC on a fast nationwide 4G LTE network. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin McDonald has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, Daniel DC Cormier.
How does it feel, man?
Joey, I've been through a lot. I go through a lot of stuff, man, and it's because of my greatest rival, but it feels good to get back in here and get a victory.
When you say it's because of your greatest rival, what do you mean by that?
You know, I've lost twice to John Jones, and I said, as I came into this fight, I felt as though I was fighting for a vacant title again because he beat me last time. And I fought for a vacant title, and I got the job done, so I'm the UFC champion again.
Now, DC, you almost had it in the beginning of the first round. You said, excuse me, at the end of the first round, you said coming into this fight, there's levels to this game. And you didn't feel like Volkan was on your level. You proved that here tonight.
I proved that I am worthy of being called champion, but Volkan's on the level. Every guy that makes it to this point is on the level. Volkan Oezdemir, I leave a piece of myself with every opponent, and I'm glad you can take a piece back with you to Switzerland. You did a fantastic job, young man.
You knew coming into this fight this guy was dangerous, especially in the first round. What was the game plan coming in here, and what, if anything, was surprising?
He was so game. I knew he was a dangerous guy. He hit hard, but once I was able to get him to the ground, I know it's my world. I've got a phenomenal jiu-jitsu coach in Leandro Vera, and I train at the best team in all of mixed martial arts, the American Kickboxing Academy. I love my team. I love my partners, managers. Khabib Nurmagomedov gets the title in a couple of months, and by the end of the year, I give Khabib his moment, Joe. I work on your side too. And by the end of the year, El Campeón del Mundo, Cain Velasquez, is going to be fighting for the UFC heavyweight title again, and he will be the champion.
Daniel Cormier, congratulations, my friend. It was beautiful. Daniel Cormier.